Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Chavali Sanctuary. If you're new here, hi, my name is Chavali and we talk about fashion from a designer's perspective. So, what are we going to talk about today? We doing something very, very serious. I mean, I take it personal and serious. We ranking Beyonce's Met Gala's look from her first appearance to her last one, which was 2016. And I'm not just saying I like it or I don't like it. I used to do that, and I think this is not professional. We're looking at how well it fits the theme, the construction and silhouette and the styling, hair, makeup, everything. So let's get into it because some of these are iconic and some of these we need we need to have a conversation. Mm. All right, so we're going to start with 2008 Armani Privé, which was her first appearance, and the theme was superheroes, fashion, and fantasy. So, this is a very clean, classic introduction, and I really love the soft, the draping, and the asymmetrical detail. It gives movement, but it stays very controlled. Like the fabric choice works beautifully with her skin tone. It almost melts into it. From a design perspective, this is more about elegance than concept. It doesn't really push the superhero theme. And but for a first Met Gala, I'll give it a pass. This is safe, polished, and well executed. What I would adjust, maybe stronger accessories or structure to connect more to the theme because I don't really see the superhero here. So the rating is 7.5 out of 10. 2011 Emilio Pucci, and the theme is Alexander McQueen Savage Beauty. Now, this is where we start to see more intention, right? We give it a pass from the first, the embroidery and cossetry bring structure, and the silhouette is very controlled. It feels inspired by McQueen's dramatic body conscious design language. um the issue is it still feels a little restrained. For a McQueen tribute, I expect more risk because McQueen will take risks, more edge. And what's really missing is stronger storytelling. It's beautiful, but not unforgettable. So the rating is 8 out of 10. They really tried here. 2012 Givenchy Haute Couture, and the theme is Schiaparelli and Prada, which is a good combination. This is a stunning point. Um the sheer paneling, the embellishment, the precision, this is where craftsmanship really shows, and I really like that. The dress follows the body in a very intentional way, but the styling, especially the hair, softens the impact. This look had the potential to be more editorial. um I would push the styling further to match the strength of the garment, sorry. So the rating I will give is 8.5 out of 10. All right, 2013, Givenchy Haute Couture again, and the theme is Punk Chaos to Couture. Now, this is commitment to a theme. I will say, the heavy embellishment, the structure, the high line, it's controlled chaos. It reflects punk, but still within couture discipline, which I really appreciate. The craftsmanship is undeniable. I really love that. However, it leans more toward baroque than raw punk energy. Like when we think punk, we think about kind of like the craziness of it. I would break the look slightly, make it less perfect. I mean, this is punk, right? But I'll rate it 9 out of 10. Now, 2014, Givenchy Haute Couture again, and the theme is Charles James Beyond Fashion. Sorry about my accent. This is one of her most balanced looks, I'll say. The sheer fabric, the black beading, ugh, the proportions. It's clean but still detailed. The silhouette is elegant and elongating, right? And this is where styling really works here. The hair, the makeup, everything feels aligned. I really, really love that. Honestly, very little to change here. What I would do, yeah, rating 9.2 out of 10. Definitely. 2015 Givenchy Haute Couture again, and the theme is China through the looking glass. That's an interesting name. Now, we're entering iconic territory, especially I love Asian fabric. The precision, the illusion, the control, the transparency, the embellishment placement, it's engineered to highlight the body, and I really like that. The craftsmanship here is extremely high. Some may say it leans more sensual than cultural um interpretation, right? But visually it's powerful. I will give it to it. I would maybe incorporate a clearer cultural reference to the theme, because I was kind of looking for the China thing, but I didn't see it. 9.5 out of 10. Now, this is where it's very interesting. 2016 Givenchy Haute Couture again, and the theme is Menace X Machina. This is one of her most talked about looks, and this was her last look too. The latex material, the pearl embellishments. It's a direct conversation between handcraft and machine, and conceptually it fits the theme, but visually it divides people. The structure is very rigid, and the material doesn't give the same fluid elegance we're used to seeing on her, right? I mean, back in the day and still now, I would refine the silhouette slightly to balance the heaviness of the material, because it really do look like very heavy. So my rating is um 8.8 out of 10. Yes, I'm being generous. One thing I noticed is she worked with Givenchy for 5 consecutive years. And that makes sense, right? I really thought she was the ambassador. I don't really know. Givenchy at that time, especially under Ricardo Ticci he was known for strong silhouettes, central structure, and very detailed craftsmanship, which aligns perfectly with Beyonce's image. She wasn't just wearing dresses; she was building a visual identity. So it really does make sense. So my final ranking, best look is 2015. No debate. That was precision, impact, and presence. Now for most underrated is 2014. That was clean, controlled, and perfectly styled. For most controversial is 2016. Concept, strong execution, depends on your taste, of course. So that is it. Them three looks. Now I need to know, I really need to know which Beyonce Met Gala look is your favorite and which one didn't work for you. Honestly, I know that I already know we're not all going to agree on this one. Everybody has their own opinion, rightfully so. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video where we break down even more fashion moments. And please, um, watch my other videos, especially the ones where I show behind the scenes of me doing drapings. I am currently still learning how to sew. You never can stop knowing how to sew. I think it's a long journey as a lot of stuff are being updated and there are new stuff such as AI, and you got to keep yourself ahead, ahead, really ahead. So, yes, anyway, thank you for watching. See you the next time.